The history of winemaking in the Balkans. If you're curious about the rich history of winemaking in the Balkans, you're about to uncover a story that spans thousands of years. Let's start from the very beginning. Winemaking in the Balkans dates back to the Neolithic period, around 6550 BC. During this time, people in the region, including the Varna, Vinca, and Cucuteni-Trypillian cultures, were already growing grapes. Although direct evidence of winemaking from this era is scarce, it's clear that grapes were a significant part of their lives. As civilizations evolved, the Romans played a crucial role in developing viticulture in the Balkans. Roman historians like Cassius and Strabon wrote about the Illyrian and Celti grapevines in the Pannonia region, which is now part of northern Serbia. The Romans restored vineyards in Fruscagora and other southern parts of their empire, contributing significantly to the classification of grapes, observation of their best characteristics, and identification of soil features. In the 1st century AD, Emperor Domitian prohibited wine production outside the Apennine Peninsula due to a surplus of wine in the Roman market. However, this ban was later lifted by Emperor Marcus Aurelius Probus, allowing viticulture to flourish once more in the Balkans. When the Slavic tribes arrived in the Balkans in the 7th century, they encountered vine growing and soon adopted it. The development of the Serbian state during the Middle Ages, particularly under the Nemanjić dynasty from the 11th to the 14th century, saw a significant increase in wine production. This was partly driven by the conversion of pagan Slavic tribes to Christianity, where wine held a sacred role as the symbol of Christ's blood. Monasteries and the Serbian ruling classes were key players in this period. Monasteries like Visoki Dečani and Dević had their own vineyards, known as meto, in places like Velika Hoća and Orahovac. The serfs cultivated these vineyards and were required to pay a fee, known as čabrina, which was 1/10 of the produced wine. Serbian rulers were meticulous about maintaining the quality of vineyards. Stefan Nemanja, the founder of the Nemanjić dynasty, gifted wine-growing villages to monasteries. Later, Emperor Dušan the Great introduced laws that protected geographical indications and wine quality, marking a significant milestone in Balkan winemaking. He also built a 25-kilometer-long wine pipeline to transport wine to cellars in Svrčin and Ribnik. The Ottoman conquest of the Balkans in the late Middle Ages led to a decline in commercial winemaking, with production mainly limited to individual homemade wines and grapes for eating. However, the Ottomans introduced new grape varieties suitable for food processing and drying. In the 19th century, when Serbia gained independence, there was a resurgence in winemaking. This period, known as the First Renaissance of Serbian winemaking, saw the planting of large vineyard areas with international grape varieties, and quality wine began to be exported to Europe. Today, the Balkans continue to produce a diverse range of wines, from fresh and fruity whites to complex and powerful reds. The region has also seen a revival of traditional winemaking techniques, including the use of clay amphora and natural wines. Sparkling wines and alternative styles like orange amber skin contact wines are also gaining popularity. The history of winemaking in the Balkans is a rich tapestry of cultural influences, technological advancements, and enduring traditions. From ancient civilizations to modern-day innovations, the story of Balkan wine is one of passion, dedication, and a deep connection to the land.